Looking a bit different today.
I've been on a diet.
Yeah, you were very loud last week, Chase.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Did I take over the show?
Oh, yeah, honestly, I couldn't get a word in edgeways. It's absolutely terrible.
Alright, so...
Oh, turn my volume down.
yeah, come on, get it right.
Yeah, cheers, son. How long are we going to keep it like it's for?
Oh, I don't know. Where do we get a couple more people watching?
Got to get a couple more people, haven't we?
Oh, freaking hell.
Well, it's really funny though, because you know I said the photo I took is just too big.
Yeah.
Hi guys, bring back the real Jason. So what I've done is I watched Lord of the Rings 2 Towers today, and of course you know to get the height of the Hobbit and they've done it distances, so I've actually put my photo further back so they look about the same size. What have you done to get that look? evening Matt. That was me just smiling, Simon, trying to look a little bit happy shot. We're parents fast.
Maybe we could do this with special guests.
Richard's getting ribbed.
No, he's actually won a game. That's what he's just won.
Yeah, I've won a game, yeah, that's right. We will we'll be real in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, we thought it'd be a laugh after last week.
Yeah, so I'll tell you a story about last week. Holy crap. Great improvement. Yeah, hello, Leslie. So last week, obviously, I'd done this thing with Jason, which I thought was hilarious. And then Jason says I'm making tea. Now we're still drinking tea. And then Jason sent me a message going, just started watching, and loads of angry emoji faces. The red one with the swearing sort of cut out, and I thought, oh no. And then he said, you effing anchor. I thought, oh crap, I've really upset him. So I immediately messaged him, doesn't reply. Sends about 3 or 4 texts, nothing. I thought, oh my God. Even messaged him on Messenger, no reply. I thought, crap, I've ruined Bring About. He's so offended, he's gonna give me crap when he comes in. So give me my models, we ain't doing this no more. I even went home, walked in to my missus and 2 girls who stood up and said, I think I've ruined Bring Battle Wargaming. So I takes it down and makes it private, gets a message off Simon saying, hey, I was watching that, what's happened to it? And then in the morning I wakes up thinking, oh crap. And there's a message from, and I said, I've taken it down. He goes, no, put it back off. It's fucking hilarious. Use the laughing emoji, you prick. So yeah, so that's why it went back up. And then Jay said, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we had both our faces there? And I thought, he's on board, that's fine.
Yeah, basically I was travelling back, I couldn't get the proper signal or anything to actually reply you properly. So I had to get there with messages.
Honestly, I honestly thought I'd ruined it. Slipstream, is this a picture of Rich from one time he rolled a 6? No, I roll 6s all the time, it just happens to be for morale.
Oh no.
Have you both lost weight? No, I actually, do you know what? Here's one for you. So I weighed myself this morning.
Yeah.
I thought, I haven't had a poo yet. So I thought, I wonder. So I weighed myself, had a poo, weighed myself, yeah, lost weight. I was like, that's quite a lot as well. That was a big old poo.
I think everyone should know that.
Yeah, they do. So everybody weigh yourself after you've had a poo in the morning.
Oh God, man. Was it take a couple of laxatives and make sure you do lose weight?
Didn't need it. Didn't need it.
Oh God, no.
I'll tell you what, when we get to 10, we'll get rid of the usurpers. And
yeah.
You know we're going to get a load of grief. Oh no, what are they doing back?
Oh, freaking hell, man. No.
Or we might keep him in the background.
I know we should just get some like Andy Chambers ones and put a Chambers.
Oh yeah, Jerris Johnson. We'll get Josh. We'll get Josh from Crown of Command on. Kill us. Good day, mate.
You have to have a beat across the
Yeah, we'll have to do the swearing. Oh, do you know what? That's going to happen. I'm going to do that. Could happen as a part for subscribe. It's the second edition starter set version of Jason Rich for the auction.
Yeah.
No, okay, new. We've got 10. We've got 10. Shall we get in there then? Oh, funny. Bloody brilliant.
There you go. Your camera's broken now.
Where are you? Oh yeah, we're a slight delay. Hello everybody. Right, so now we've got 12 people. I didn't expect. We had a gift.
Yes.
And the condition was I have to open this on the live show. So I'll do it now. It's from Slipstream Videos. It came down to our gaming weekend, come all the way down from Scotland, bless you.
And got stuck in a big traffic jam.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
In fact, the guy from America got here before he did.
Yeah.
Right, so he says, if I can remember correctly, that it's going to help my army. And
Oh, you got your loaded dice.
I'm probably thinking it is loaded dice. Oh, oops, I'm fragile. But this was the stipulation. God, Christmas presents from you must be awesome. Right. Oh, it's a pack of Lol Pack. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
It says it's lube.
It's lube, yeah.
Scottish
Right.
version of lube.
Okay. Oh God, I generally don't know what's in here. Ooh, mate, no. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That is. Oh, take it out of the bag, you prick. What the? Oh!
It was still missing. Fucking brilliant.
Oh, you prick! So it says Dark Angel target practice.
I like that.
I still miss them. Oh, that's
fucking brilliant.
That's bloody hilarious, Mark. So the other thing he done is there you can see that Deathwing. That's a Deathwing. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that Deathwing model with, drum roll please, assault cannon and
Power fist.
bar fist.
Yay.
So that's brilliant. That's a proper Deathwing model because I was going to do a Terminator model with an assault cannon because I do have one, but it was just going to be painted as a Deathwing model, all the colours. But now I've actually got a Deathwing model, so that is brilliant. Thank you ever so much for that, Mark. It's very kind of you. That, on the other hand, you piss-taking bastard. If none of you understand that targeted, because obviously it's a mirrored Dark Angel target range, if none of you understand that, then you need to go and watch my game against Simon and his Gene Stealer cult. It's not a good day. It was not a good day to be a Terminator, and it was not a good day to be a Dark Angel. So, yeah, that's really kind of you, Mark. Thank you ever so much for that. That's brilliant. That's actually made my day, because I'm changing my Cowabunga challenge. I'm actually going to do, instead of the Razorback, I'm going to do the Brother Bethel.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to do a banner. And I want to do the Terminator with the assault cannon. which will be that one now. So thank you ever so much, Mark. That's hilarious. I might just put him back. I might just put my model back and. Nice to see you so cheerful.
Yeah, morning as well.
But the true Emperor won that game. No, the four-armed Emperor won that game, not the true Emperor.
Where are you to, mate? You said morning. I mean,
He's in New Zealand.
is it?
Hmm.
Ah, right.
Solnach is in New Zealand.
Ah.
Oh dear. So we are filming Gorka Morka tonight. And we're also doing, because we're very behind on this, do apologise everybody, we're doing our Get It Done small video. That will only be about 5-6 minutes long, but we'll do that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had one. I know you wanted one for the squad. You're very welcome. Also took me ages to paint those blooming target circles. Well, know this, Slipstream, that they will never get damaged because I'll never hit them. Give him the banner that allows the Dark Angels to shoot as if on Overwatch for a charge. Put him next to the Terminators. Thought about it. I'm going to give him the banner of Devastation so they class as stationary for rapid fireballs.
Right.
So if you put the banner man next to Terminators or a squad of Marines or something like that, even if they move, if they're within 4 inches of them, they class as stood still so they can still rapid fire. But obviously I will proxy the banner, and if I know I'm going to get to GC to go, I will do the Overwatch one. Charge me now. You can tell us more about last week's display.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No, go watch the video.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
so
it.
it was good. It was a good bit of editing for me. That doesn't matter, you'll still miss. That is very true, Simon. That is very, very true. Yeah, so last week's video, little promo video we did. That's just, we're in March, we're going to do a Kings of War Siege game.
Yes.
That was obviously all set up. It won't go that well. Because certain models, certain units will be given stuff, so their class is having a siege tower, or class is having a battering ram.
Yeah.
You can have stuff like tunnels, so certain large infantry or infantry can have tunnels, so you can pop up behind the lines and stuff like that.
You can bless the walls as well, can't you?
You can do. You can make them improve the walls to make them a better waiver value and all that sort of stuff. Newbie here, watched all the Coda Wars now. Great set of videos. What's your background? Did you manage Games Workshop? Maybe not for here, a background video. Our background is we met at Games Workshop.
Yeah. On third
Never
edition.
run a shop or anything. Glad you enjoyed the videos.
Yeah.
Of course, next month, we're going to have the final. Coda Bears friendly. Oh, thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. We're I don't know what we're doing next.
We've done Marines, haven't we? So it's got to be
We've got to be a Xeno, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be a Xeno now, so it's either Eldar or Nids.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got all the Nid codexes.
I've only got a couple, so I'm not in this player.
No, I think I might have to get the 5th one. I might have to get the 5th one.
Nids. Yeah, right.
Okay, then Nids. So we'll do a codex compare and do a Nids. Yeah, no, we met in a Games Workshop 3rd edition. Just was in the queue, started talking to Jace, that was it. The meta game we went off in the Navy, had to go on deployment for the first time, so I went down to the shop. Oddly enough, people were watching our game, so you know.
So we're back to where
oh, don't. So it's 3rd edition, everybody's watching the shop, where Jace decides to reverse, was it Lehman Brothers?
Demolisher.
Demolisher against a cliff face, a hill face.
Yeah.
So I can get to the back.
Because in 3rd you can only attack
The sides you were hitting.
Yeah.
Morning,
Right.
Josh. And so I couldn't destroy the tank with my Gene Stealers. And everybody was watching and laughing.
Yeah.
Their backgrounds are the 2 goons that had access to air to play and nothing better to do than to entertain us with the battle reports. Well, yeah, that kind of sums it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
a
long time ago. Yeah.
Your hair looks fabulous, Rich. Thank you. You've had my ears lowered today.
Ping back.
A little bit, yeah. Well, you can see how scruffy my hair was in the photo. Not grinder then. That as well. That was just pure chance. We're like, yeah, you do 40k, yeah. Oh, I've seen you before. I do a lot of gay porn. Oh, yeah.
I didn't recognise you with the gimp mask once.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's why no one knows it's me.
Yeah.
that's why you do it.
But, yeah, it was quite a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So we never actually played second.
No.
Never actually played second.
I played it in the shop with some people, but I never actually.
Really? I never went to the shop to play it.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been.
Well, they don't even do it now, do they?
No.
Don't have gaming evenings, don't do game. The games they do are so dinky small, but they don't actually have. Well, it doesn't look like they have people in to play games now. Christ, I tried to get a job there. I was so glad I didn't. I was running an Epic game, and I walked out of there thinking, if I have to say you need a 5 or 6 one more time, I'm going to scream. Terrible. I don't know how they do it, or how they did it back then.
You lie. So if you won't get the game over, we said you only need it for 2+.
Oh mate, no, can't do that. His wife used to order the Rose's pudding base, and she did when my mum straight. Amazing, you've managed to keep all your retro gear. Oh, I'd never sell anything.
No, it would melt it down, but you would sell it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, I did melt stuff. I melted some down for doing something else for a medieval belt. Oh man, I'll kill myself over that.
Yeah, I just literally put all my stuff in the loft and just kept it.
The hell will fit now. Oh yeah. It will. It'd be too loose now. Too loose. Yeah. So what we're doing? Oh yeah. So Kings of War. So that's what we're planning on doing. You get, I think it's 2,300 points, and then out of that 2,300, Jason's allowed to spend up to 500 points on defensive strategies, like making the walls tougher, because the walls have got a waiver value, -18, so you can improve them. The tunnels, so you can come up beyond the lines and that. But as the attacker, you get an additional 500 points to spend on troops or siege equipment, like the siege towers, the battering rams and that. And those siege towers and battering rams were made lovely by Olaf from I'm Bad at Gaming, and he has done a video of that. So if you can, go and have a look at that. Olaf, I'm Bad at Gaming. Put that in, and he does a video on those siege towers and a couple of other things he's made for us. But the siege towers have working drawbridges as well.
Yes.
With little turnbuckles that you can turn, you can wind them back up and loosen them, push them down. Absolutely fantastic. That's why, for me, Codex Compare is so good. I started on second, found out girls and beer, and fallen back into following my son's interest in Warhammer art. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Warhammer art. We were talking about that roughly on the Natter Splatter this morning.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, I personally feel, I'm not taking anything away from the artists as such, but when you look at a modern White Dwarf, it's just photos these days. Photos of models and this, that and the other. But you look at the early edition stuff and the pencil art. I mean, Mark Gibbons is one of my favourites. He's got to be up there with some of his artwork. And then Paul Bonner has got some great little cartoony type things, and there's another one, Adrian Smith, who's done that massive one where the Titans are attacking the Orc settlement, and there's so much going on in that photo, like Snotling trying to tighten up a bolt and a nut and stuff like that.
Some of the early artworks, like the Titanicus book, some of the artworks, like you got like a page, it's just a Titan.
Yeah.
And you know that's hand drawn, hand coloured in, everything. It just looks.
I think there's part of, I just find computerized art, and there's some great stuff out there. I know a friend in America that does it, and her stuff is amazing. But I just don't feel like it's soulless, because the artist isn't with a paint and a pencil and actually. They're just going click, 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 click. Oh, all right, I know I'm just saying they're just going. It's hard to do, but I don't know. It's for me. This is not part of them in it.
It's too clean, I think.
Can you put up the link? Well, I will do. On this live chat, I could try. Not now, but I could try. I saw an interview with him, and he said the cover art for third edition box of Buck Towers took him 3 months. Yeah, exactly, and it looks amazing. And here's one for you: I didn't realise I was watching Voldemort. You know, the guy who does the Hello Gentle Listeners, and he does loads of lore and all that sort of stuff. I was just scrolling through trying to find something to sort of watch, and I stumbled across the cover, the original Rogue Trader cover, and he was talking about the Crimson Fists. And I was listening to it, and I thought, he's bloody right. You don't realise it. The Crimson Fists, even though they're sort of second founding from the Imperial Fist, were the original poster boys.
Yeah.
And that iconic piece of image is what set the scene. It's not organic design, copy and paste digital art. Yeah, I find it sterile. And then you look at some of the other codexes, so I was flipping through some of my outer codexes, and there suddenly was like second edition's got some fantastic Jessica Goodwin sketches, and of course Mark Gibbons with the aspect wars and stuff like that. And then you go to third, there's less of it. And then by the time you go to fifth or sixth, it's either that same art, but they've cut it in. And then it's just digital. And then what is it, sixth or seventh codex? It's just models. It's just a lot of models, and it's just colored pages, but it's old art, cut it in. Or is it the original black and white one was colored, but it was cheaper to print it black and white?
Probably that, I would think. Keep the price down.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Either way, I prefer the black and white stuff.
I
I prefer the black and white pencil drawings. I think it's what we come up with.
know, because when I got the Titanicus book, there was a lot of coloured pictures in that. Some of those are really nice.
What Titanicus book?
Well, you had Titanicus book. It was the book before Space Marine came out.
Yeah, but there's no coloured. No, there isn't. There's got it on.
No, one I had.
It's not there's coloured. It's not coloured artwork in it. There's lots of photos.
No, I've got coloured artwork on mine. You should click. You have to put. I got the Elder Titan. It's like the Elder Titan. It's like on like a grassy plain. There's like a little Elder at the bottom on it, and it's proper coloured art. And the Titan, the Imperial Titan, is the grey Titan. It literally is a proper A4.
I'll have to have a look at that.
It's really nice actually. They're kind of pictures you want to put on your wall.
Yes. Personally, Rich, anything by Mark Gibbons has got my thumbs up. It's just. I've been tempted to get the Warhammer Armies book, the Undead one, just for the artwork. There is a reimage of the third edition Space Marine Codex. Oh, then it was a second edit as well. I just checked, always assumed it was Ultramarines. Yeah, so the first original cover of Rogue Trader with those Marines surrounded, and you can tell it's orcs, there's an orc dreadnought in the background. It's the Crimson Fist.
Yeah.
But you look at that photo and I think they've had it. It's like a Custer's last stand. There's dead, there's dead around, there's one dying because even though he's got bandage around his hand, he's doing that as the gun flies out of his hand.
Yeah.
And of course they've done it again on the Crimson Fist made it to the cover of the Space Marine 3rd edition book. Because it's a big explosion in the background.
Yes.
And that's the Crimson Fist. So that's meant to be I'm assuming that's Rin's world. There's a monastery going up or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't realise that.
That's a good story for that book. If we ever get to go for that.
Rin's world. Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you never know if it was sabotage or if it just went wrong.
Oh, you think it was sabotaged? It's always been it went wrong.
Yeah, but no, when you read the book, it literally could have been sabotage or something went wrong. You don't really know. But it's good because it's not just all about the Space Marines. You got about how the civilians. Hello, mate.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bloody one of them there, Alpha Legion, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you've got how the civilians all basically knew they were going to lose. Just like, we're going to attack them to slow them down for an hour. We're going to die just so these guys can get ready. It's loads of little clippets in it, like how all the workers of such a factory just charged an all camp just to slow little things like that. It's it's a really good little book.
Did you're thinking of doing a Black Templar?
Yeah, I've got the models and the bits and pieces for it.
Because I ended up watching, and I've watched it before. Have you seen that cartoon animation thing of Hell's Reach?
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But the arrogance of that chaplain.
Oh yeah.
He's like that when he's talking to the servants of the Titan. He's like, get out of my way. No, kill him. I don't care. You're beneath me. Kill him. Yeah. Even the sisters don't treat the Space Marines with honor. The sisters of battle like that. Oh, what are you doing here? Sort of things like bloody hell.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit of
good
animosity.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
Didn't think of it. But then I like the fact that the salamanders, you know, well, if we charge now, we can kill the old war boss and that will break this. No, we're not leaving the civilians.
Yeah, they won't.
The salamanders like, oh, don't care. We're staying here.
Yeah.
So that they started off as brothers, and then of course, because they've done that, well, you know, Black Templars like, well, you're tactically crap then. Well, we're protecting the civilians.
Yeah.
And then they didn't get on. War Games Atlantic and Victrix makes some very nice Black Templar models. Yeah, but we're talking Black Templars 40k, Leslie, not Black Templar. I know they do. I know they do. I've got my eyes on them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do like the bickering when you read some of the novels you read. There is that kind of, oh, you're this, you're that. It's like one of the novels, the Salamanders. The chapter master walks into the camp. This decks another captain of the Marine chapter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he basically used the civilians as cannon for a bait, and then when a girl's going to get charged, he was going to bomb them, so he just walks in and freaking punches them out.
Wow.
Looks like him. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was just Slipstream. If you're there, I'm just looking at the model you give me. The Terminator I was going to have to use, was Rogue Trader, and you can tell that if ever you want to.
Shoulder pad.
It's always in the shoulder pad. The Rogue Trader one goes down into a point. Second edition is flat, and these are both flat. So this is proper Rogue Trader.
Second edition.
Second edition assault cannon. So thank you for that, mate. Deathwing. I wonder if he'll hit anything. Well, I have my target range, don't I? Well, at least it wasn't a butt plug, which I did fear. So I'm going to go and make a cup of tea.
Go on then, bugger off.
Because I do believe they, as much as you lot were nasty, you missed it.
But yeah, so I didn't make it last week. I was travelling back and I got back late, so that's why I wasn't here for that. But I have managed to do a little bit of painting. Only a little bit, and I will show you that later on when we do the little bit of get it done and that. So I know Rich has probably painted one else, knowing him. But what you guys been up to? Oh no, wait, since last week. Yeah. So oh god, now they can stop talking. Where my proteins stick thin. Oh God's sake. Right, yeah, so come on guys, tell us what you've been getting up to, because it'll be ages and I'm rubbish at doing this talky stuff, so that's why I hate it. Oh, apparently Rich, you got a haircut at 9 o'clock.
Yes, I did. How did you know that?
Well, your phone just said it.
Yeah, for some reason I was set for 9 p.m.
Digging out my digging out my old SLA industry. Mate, what's the so man? What are the SLA industrious minis then? Oh God, now I've got to read this. Jesus Christ. I've asked you to tell me what you're doing, then I've got you put up those. Right, so Muslims, British cavalry for the peninsula. Oh, hey, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Hey, when you know what, guys? When you do this, can you actually put some pics on this channel so then I can see them? You know, especially with stuff that I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Who's that?
Muslims,
British cavalry for the peninsula.
Yeah, no, I was thinking digging out my old SLA industrious mins.
SLA. SLA. What does SLA stand for?
I don't know if I could.
Having sprayed scorcher very firm marshes. Building some of my Blood Angels. Oh Christ! All era appropriate metal models except for one plastic store from second-hand Bosch and bikes and everything Mark 1 Rhino chassis.
Mate, I honestly don't know if you can do pics.
Can we do pics on the chat? No, I don't think you can. But obviously, if you can, go and join the Bring a Battle Facebook page and go and pop some on there.
You repaint all your goblins, mate.
Repaint all of my Kings of War goblins trying to paint for their clothes. Oh no. Scottish company. Scottish company. Mark 1 Rhino chassis. Building some of all era equipment metal models except for one plastic squad for the second. Wow, nice. Is it Coops or Cops? I want to say Coops because it's two O's. Coops, where are you based? Because obviously if you're in the UK, well actually it didn't stop someone flying over from America.
No, I didn't.
But if you're in the UK, we do a whole weekend of second edition gaming in October.
Yeah.
So, and then if you can't do that, if you're in the UK, there's an event in April, in Sweden, right, but originally from Scotland. Well, you've got to come back to the motherland, haven't you?
Yeah.
So in April, we've got Overwatch, run by one of the guys that comes down to us. That's a one-day event, that's in Worthing, so we're going up the Friday. I might try and see if we can do a live battle report, see if someone's up for, because if you have my burner phone, you could film a game, I could film a game, and that's 2 games for the channel, isn't it?
No, true, yeah.
See if people are up for that. Won't be paying anything for a while now. Was given a massive bag of White Dwarf bags. It's going to be a hell of a reading task. Oh God, yeah.
Oh.
And then there's in May the 10th is Jam. That's an event that's held in Nottingham. So that I think because of where it is, they've got like 30 people going to that. That's amazing. We were going to go to that. We had every intention to go into that, but then when one of our guys that came down to us said they're going to hold their own event, we felt only right we had to support them. That's how I sold through Noble Knights. Noble Knight? Oh, okay. So, yeah, so we will, what's that? Had an awesome game this weekend, everyone in the garage. Oh yes, I saw that, Simon. You had the guy come down from Tokyo painting, was it? Is he going to try and get down to the weekend? See if you can make it to the weekend. Danny's on about taking on my swarm again. And then the other Danny from America, he wants to have a crack at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually don't want what army I'm going to take up to,
Oh, I know exactly what I'm taking up to Overwatch. It's the Dark Angels with the new jump pack dudes.
Okay.
Maybe. Don't know.
I haven't got a clue.
No, that's what I plan to do. Or I might take Nids. But I need to check the report first, see if I can make use of the event table. Well, I should be able to. You all get the strategy cards. You know, it's only fair.
We could take a Salt Town army.
Had to sell everything when I moved here, only kept my codices and my Battlefleet Gothic. Well, that Battlefleet Gothic, if you sell that, you can pay off your mortgage.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're stupid price.
They are, and there's a lot of stuff getting very, very expensive now. SLA, a complete range of miniatures, rules, and dice, etc. Right, okay. So yeah, there's stuff on eBay now where we started scouring eBay. It's literally
doubles.
Yeah, easily. What if it's harmful?
Some stupid idiots.
Some people doing a channel and
making it popular again.
Yeah. Damn it.
I wish do a 10th they would get it easily cheap.
We should go to plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I bet Space Marine plastic suits. I'll tell you what has suddenly become very expensive is Rogue Trader Space Marines. Suddenly, people want them. I thought about getting some, but they are so small. I've had lots of people try and buy my fleet. I have 4, but I'll never sell it. No,
because if you ever want to do it again, you'd never be able to afford it.
No.
Yeah, that'd be funny, but you go, oh yeah, I can get this much money for it, but then you go, I really want to play that again.
As a game, it was all right, but I found it got too heavy on the ordnance. When it was just ships trying to shoot each other, that was fine.
Yeah.
The torpedoes weren't too bad, but then when the Nids come along with their spores to, acting like shields, and then, of course, the thing is, the annoying thing, you move off, and the spores stayed where they were, and you're like, oh, great. So, yeah, it was okay. I like my older fleet.
The only thing I found, I was peed about it, was We used to play it in Games Workshop in the shop, and then the time the actual Orc fleet came out, they stopped playing it in the shop. And if you didn't know enough people to play against, it's like, oh, so you got invested in it, and then you're like, oh, all of a sudden you had no one to play against.
Raj had an Orc fleet, and he
Yeah.
made sure it was full of gut. I think it was called gut rippers, the big kill cruisers.
Yeah.
And as many ram ships as he could get his grubby little Orky out.
And his floating turd.
Yeah, it's space. I swear to God, you stuck bits of ship on it, but you had Mr. Hanky from bloody South Park. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Ram ships were hilarious.
Yeah.
Savage. But then if a Nid's got close enough and they boarded you, you're done.
Oh yeah.
The boarding action of a Nid ship was horrendous.
Yeah, but it's like it's an Orc, isn't it? You're like, oh, you bored me, brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I always loved it. But
Yeah.
if a Nib done a boarding action against you, you were
Screwed.
that ship was all but done, wasn't it? I think Jervis Johnson talked about short-lived games. They were flavour of the year, then dropped by the shop. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
everything. Everything. They had even stuff like Space Hulk was played sort of. It's played to death for 3 or 4 months and then dropped. They did it with everything.
Yeah,
Didn't
they did. Yeah, pretty much. Well, they were pretty because people would. Time your faction that you wanted to come out, you had no. If you only place you could play was a shop, you had nowhere else to play. It was a bit of a bugger.
I mean, there obviously had some game clubs. There's one here now on a Friday
Yeah.
night. It seems to be picking up.
Yeah, because I was there last night.
Yeah. But is it starting to pick up members wise? Do you know?
I don't know because I got it a bit late. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4 people in there.
That's right.
But I think it was more early because I did see on the thing that he booked. There's 3 people, 6 people have booked.
No, that's cool. All the rental games, Necromancer. Yeah, some rental games, Necromancer, Gork and Walker. Well, we're doing Gork and Walker tonight.
Yeah, because I had a game with Dead Zone.
Last night.
Yeah. Yeah, quite funny.
Explode Nates.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was impossible. Lucky if we got folk from school. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky because I grew up with a mate and we just went from playing like Airfix, Toy Soldiers to Warhammer Fantasy Battle 2nd Edition and Napoleonic, well he played Napoleonics, and then we gravitated towards 3rd Edition Fantasy Battle, and then 40k came out, and that was it. I think the problem with these games from their perspective was that you didn't have to spend a lot of money, but it made them very accessible to us. Yeah.
But you could, because you'd start playing it, and if you like Mordenheim, you got your box, you got 2 gangs, you went, oh, this is brilliant, I'll buy another gang. And then they'd bring another gang out, and you'd bring a. So it was kind of, because it wasn't over expensive to buy a gang, you could afford to buy a gang every month. So it was like, it's instant profit, really. Like, instant, you're always going to make your money, you're going to make your money.
Both. Buy a team, paint it up, play with it, buy another team.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
12 models or whatever.
I mean, by the end, like 2 years down the line, you probably got every team going. But it was just the right price to be able to go in, buy a team that month, get it painted, play it, then go buy another team.
But then you look at Space Hulk, you're like, oh my god, these are brilliant. Oh, hang on, these G-Seers are part of this fleet.
Yeah.
Look what they've got, and you've got your Terminators. That's amazing. They can go with your Blood Angels. And, oh, I need to get some Blood Angels. Oh, I need to get some. And we were talking this morning on the Splat and Hour. Is it Splat and Hour or is it Natter Splat? I can never remember. Danny showed a picture, and it was literally probably that high, without trying to exaggerate too much, of plastic sprues all wasted. Because Games Workshop give you every available option on a plastic sprue now. Warhammer in itself was Games Workshop commercial failure. Really? Warhammer Fantasy Battle kickstarted everything, really. Got them to where they are.
And then
I think they went a bit silly afterwards.
40k took over and that really.
Oh yeah, massively.
Massive, yeah. For that. But then
I think there are 3 cool games personally back in the day. Was Fantasy Battle, probably 40k and Space Marine.
Yeah, it was.
They were the big ones.
Then it was just basically Warhammer and 40k.
Yeah, because they, and then they went and done that silly thing with Epic. Oh yeah, I bet it was.
What's that?
And Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
They made an absolute fortune out of that.
Yeah.
And then they've re-released it, haven't they?
Yeah, and it happened. Apparently, it's the only one of the only things they never did updates because they never. So the original game has pretty much always been the same.
Yeah, you're right there, Slipstream. Yeah, but once you bought an army, it lasted forever. That new models required.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, and the thing is, this is with anything, is if once you jump off the bandwagon like we have, and stop keeping up with the updates and the meta and all that sort of stuff, you can play with whatever models you like, with whatever system you like. You say that, but I don't like the way it's gone now.
I feel I haven't kept up with any of it.
I said this morning, I haven't kept up with the fluff and then probably told them stuff about what's going on in 40k. But I'm so behind with the fluff and that, it's just crazy. So I'm quite happy to stay in my grounding knowledge of the 2nd edition and 3rd edition era. I know what's going on. The line's still asleep. You know, it's all these Primaris is coming back and stuff like that. And the Primaris models, Space Marines are now as they should have always been. Possibly even they should have had 2 wounds. They're meant to be these tough, absolutely tough models. And they should have had 2 wounds. Warp 10 is no longer the limit. Yeah, things have 15 wounds, tanks have wounds, nonsense. Right, I'm going to disagree with Slipstream now. Because when 8th come out and they done what they done with the tanks, that it got less
effective
as it took damage instead of wounds in. I thought that was brilliant. And vehicles became a little bit more reliable and not the coffin they are in 2nd edition. You couldn't blow them up in a 1 unless you have massively devastating weapons.
Was it that low side? Was it 50%?
You just see the drop off of comp scene like poor 50%. Wow. It is.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Now you say that.
You see it. You see a lot of people not taking part in the tournaments anymore. In fact, if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if next year at Port, and I'll say this now, no offence to any 40k players who are listening, is I think King's War will be in the main hall next year.
Should be. I think it should be. Anyway. Is it?
Yeah,
nice.
I really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, 50% is a lot though. Yeah, but sorry Slipstream, I got to say, with the vehicles being a little bit more reliable with the wound thing, and in fact in one of the Citadel journals, and Chambers did do some vehicles, and they had a toughness and wound value. They were toughness 8 and they had like 10 wounds or something. So it means you could not blow up unless you rolled really hard with 2 las cannons, because you do 2d6 wounds, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think that would have been the better way to go, is to give vehicles an armor save on 2d6. Oh yeah, no, but I mean, we're still using the vehicles as they are, but personally, if I was going to try and fix the vehicles, I'd give them wounds, I'd give them toughness, and I'd give them a save on 2d6. So a Land Raider, being the best, would have a save of 3+ on 2d6 like a Terminator, and give them 10 wounds like a Carnifex. And then you could adjust it for rhinos and predators.
Makes it a lot easier for newbies to do it.
I think so, yeah.
Good, but yeah, then like you say, sometimes you shoot your last cannon at a tank and bang, it goes. You're gonna like that.
Yeah, I agree. Cops or Coops. I apologise if I say your name wrong. I think Games Workshop are more of a miniature company than they've ever been. I think these days a lot of people collect just to paint and never actually play.
Yeah.
You get a lot of painting stuff on there now. There's lots of painting channels out there. And lots of stuff on Instagram about how well they've painted these models. And it can be a little bit off-putting. You think, guys, look at those models, they're amazing. But you've got to realise, these are people doing it to such a high standard, they probably haven't got an old army like that. I hope. Second-hand vehicles are so fragile. The games on Monday, Pred took out the first round shooting, but sponsors caused a flash black and blue up. But that's
second.
That's second all over. I mean, there was a thing that happened. I was only thinking about this the other day. There was a thing that happened when you had a game against a guy with the Zeech Chaos Army at the battle.
Oh yeah.
So I had to come and adjudicate a rule. He decided to drive through a blind grenade template. And the rules are, you go out of control. So he went out of control, rammed straight into this ruin, done the ramming speed, punctured the hole and blew the tank up.
Yeah.
And I was only thinking today, how often do you see in films where they're driving and suddenly there's smoke or whatever like that, they can't see, and then they come out and there's a wall.
Yeah.
And you hit it, and it writes the vehicle off. Rich, do you think it's easier to paint days compared to 30 years ago? Do you think it's
Yes.
easier to paint? Yeah,
I think it is easier because the paint's a lot better now.
it's easier, but I find when it comes to the 40k stuff, I put a stupid amount of pressure on myself to do a reasonably good job.
The only trouble is, I think the only trouble with it now is a lot of the paints are, it's like the contrast, where if you've got second edition, it's bing, it's bright, it's bold, it's in your face. Where a lot of paints I find now, they don't, especially Games Workshop, aren't those kind of paints. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, if you want to paint a grim, dark, or slightly more realistic kind of stuff, that's brilliant. But if you want to do the old 80s, 90s style, it's a bit harder, and you've got to.
There's paints out there. You've got to do it like Vallejo game.
Yeah, you've got to find it.
Coops is just that. Older models are harder to paint as well, but they often have less detail. I'm the other way. I think older models are easy to paint because they have less detail. But then the edges aren't sharp. So if you're one of these people that like to do edge highlighting and stuff like that, right? For those of you out there that do edge highlighting, it's harder to do on a metal model because the edges are smooth and more rounded, where the plastic ones they're sharp instead of rounded.
I find the newer ones easier because I can see the detail.
Well, yeah, there is that.
I
But then
can't
you
see
look
the
at the
detail.
guaranteed, most of the techniques I used for painting my models back in the day was dry brushing. But you look at what techniques there are now. You layer, you blend, you wet blend, everybody does this slap chop and that, and zenitho highlights, and there's so many different terminologies. And but back in the day, you just dry brushed. I mean, Christ, my Dark Angels, right? This is how crap they are really on close inspection. Spray black, dry brushed wool boss green, dry brushed slightly on the highest edges and that with moot green, so it's like a zenith of highlight but in green, and then undiluted, wash with Dark Angel contrast.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think the newer models are a bit easier because the detail's more crisp. Especially if you're learning to paint, you can then, almost like paint by numbers. I'll paint to the edge, I'll paint to this, I'll paint to that. Where the old models, like you said, because they're so smooth into each other, it's a bit harder to actually get the actual cleanliness. That's why I find I try painting some scorpions.
Yeah.
Because they're so bloody small anyway, I can see where the plate finishes and the plate stops, and
Are these plastic ones?
no metal.
But I find the metal ones have look at my Dire Vengeance, have a hard edge, and you can see the edges better than the plastic ones I bought. I got 2 boxes of those plastic Dire Vengeance when they first come out.
Oh yeah.
And I painted 10 for that when we were doing the 9th edition Crusader rules and that. The edges just all blend. As a plastic model, it's terrible. They're probably a lot sharper than that.
Yeah, I mean the new classic is a lot sharper.
But it's down to the individual again. I took my Dons for Games World test paint session. I couldn't believe how easy it was to paint to a decent standard. New model is like painting a 3-year colouring, but I paint in the line.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, and that's why you will see nicer armies down.
Yeah. So it's like I know you can't see it really, like that as a metal model has quite a lot of detail on it, and you can go to town on that. But I would say the plastic ones probably have crisper lines. Yeah. I don't bother with any kind of painting. The only impossible to do with Tourette's, basic paint for me, maybe a highlight somewhere. Matt, I would literally then, if that's the case, do contrast.
Yeah.
Or dry brush. The best way to get used to doing edge highlight is to practice on second ed mids. There's not an edge on them.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, contrast. I mean, not be funny. Contrast is
My whole lot, Kings of War is contrast.
Yeah, as an army painter, contrast is brilliant. Yeah, because it means it allows you to get an army done on the table, painted to a nice standard. I mean, not talking like high standard, we're just talking a game top standard, and it just looks nice from. I'm not being funny. It doesn't need to look nice from here. It's got to look nice 3 foot away.
Right, but that's the problem I have, and I've said this before on the channel, and for you, like Rich and that, is I I see all this stuff on Instagram. I see the stuff posted on the second edition Facebook group and the artwork and the models, and everything. Oh God, we as a channel, we need to get to that sort of standard. So I try and paint mine to a slightly neater style now. I was talking to Johnny Watson from Johnny Watson Gaming. Go and check out his channel as well. And he's done a fantastic Bretonian knight unit.
Oh yeah, it looks.
But
lovely.
he's done one model at a time, like they're individuals. And I thought, and that's what we were talking about this morning. I'm taking that inspiration, and that's how I'm going to slowly build up my Harlequin army. I'm not going to look at. I've got the models, but I'm not going to look at the army. I'm just going to look at that one model, get that one done, and then move on to another. Contrast paint and dry brush pretty much done. Yeah, it is. If you're not hung up about the details like I am, I can probably bang out some models really fast. No, your channel works because we keep it real. Once I removed my 3 layers of paint from redos over the years, I couldn't believe the level of detail my lead and all. God, mate just got nibs and agreed to the new paints look amazing. I've got to be honest, contrast, even with the second edition stuff, the contrast works well on the nibs. I banged all those nibs out with contrast. See, that's the damn thing. Didn't get hung up on the detail on them. No. Contrasted them. Didn't care.
I mean, my goblins were literally.
But I want
contrast.
Certain models to look really good. I think we need to have all kinds of paint. Having things painted to a tabletop standard is great so people don't have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
I've got you covered there. This is weird. I'm not making this up. You know we keep it real and we try not to bullshit you. I was only thinking about me giving myself all this pressure to get models painted and that. Is it worth doing an army with just base colours and do it all neat? No highlights or anything like that, because I always was fascinated by an article about how to paint Eldar and at the different stages. And they said, just do your army, do all the base colours neat.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then you can always come back and give them the washes. Then you can always come back later on and do the highlights. But if you paint your whole army neat, as base colours, it's going to look good.
I did my goblins, sprayed them white, slapped the paint on, give them a wash, and that was done.
Yeah, but they look great.
And I demon painted.
And they look good, look up close as well.
And I demon painted the lines.
Oh yeah, my undead's like that. Oh, the wash will like that.
Yeah. Wash magic paint.
And then it's like, there's my undead, splat.
Yeah.
There's my elves. Oh, you got to be up here really good.
But yeah, that's what I like about the contrast. Is that you want to splat the green on, try and keep it a little bit neat, you know. But then I thought I'm not going to go back and correct that. I'll paint it over the armor, the leather armor with green, with a bit of green. Oh, bugger it, who cares? And I just did it.
Matt, I've just read yours. Yeah, I should have done contrast paints instead. I do layers of Citadel and Vallejo. Vallejo's a great paint. Takes ages to do just one Goblin King on a chariot. Took 10 hours to look average.
Matt, please put it up.
Post it on the thing. Have you all seen some of our 3rd edition battle reports where we're doing my nids against his flesh terrors? Those nids, when you look close on them, they're crap. And on the first to admit it. But on the table, with the black and white and the blue claws, they
ping.
Oh my God, they're there. When we done a demo game at Paul years ago, even I went off to get a drink or something like that for us. I come back and Jay said, so many people stopped to look at your army.
Yeah. Can you just
poof.
Yeah.
And then you look close. I haven't done the eyes on the termagants. I haven't done the teeth on the termagants. What makes it stand out is the black and yellow. The yellow, just makes it stand. When you go to bigger creatures, then I've done the eyes, I've done the teeth. Understandable because they're bigger creatures, and the main stuff like the high tyrants and carnifexes. But the little stuff, and yet it looks great. And I don't beat myself up about it not looking great.
Yeah.
Because it looks great. But I haven't bothered with the detail.
No.
What I'll do this week is I'll post some close-ups and you can see how crap they are. And then you can see one of the whole army on the board and you're like, oh yeah, well actually it does look good.
Yeah.
Neat is much, it's pretty much the biggest part of my paint job, to be honest. Yes, I've watched your videos, mate. You do all your base colours neat, and then you come in with the washes afterwards, which I find a lot of channels do that now. Where as a kid, oh god, terrible, is you do the main colour, you'd wash that, and everything else would get covered in bloody whatever paint it was you were using at the time. And then you'd have to go over undercoat again, like white or yellow,
Yeah.
so you can then put on the white or yellow and this that, and the other. It's terrible, messy painter. There you go, it's on your Facebook group.
Oh,
Alright, we'll have a
okay.
look later, mate. Nice.
That's it. I mean, I just literally go straight to contrast.
But
Yeah.
should we, as a channel, then show? I'm opening myself up.
No one's
insults
going to
here.
learn from us.
No. Show, basic shoddy
Goblins.
painted models.
There you
Or are people as a channel watching a channel expecting them to be of a certain standard? There's no way we'd ever reach the high dizzy state of like tabletop tactics. They have professional painters all the time.
Yeah,
We have got Danny, and we are going to do some battle reports with Danny's Blood Angels because they're fucking brilliant. Tabletop standard, apparently. To us, they're like, there's our tabletop, and there's Danny's tabletop.
Yeah.
So we're going to do we want to do some slightly narrative-based stuff so we can actually focus more on the painted models than the actual us rolling dice and the banter. I know you love the banter. But we want to do stuff to promote Danny's models, don't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, so once we've got this Codex Wars final out of the way, which will be next month, which will be the 8th, won't it? We're going to do some stuff for Danny's models. Both your paint jobs are decent enough, gents, and if you ever wanted something special, you have me. Well, yeah, we know.
But, I mean, not be funny, but it doesn't matter what your standard is. As long as you can get your models on the table and have a laugh.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
One thing we won't do on the channel, though, is have unpainted models.
No.
Just check it out, Matt. That looks ace. Ah, nice, cool.
But yeah, that's what we think.
We're trying to always have painted models on the board.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do unpainted. I love the guys from Germany, Dice Hammer, because they, for ages, were fielding unpainted models. In fact, their gargoyles, at one point, were just the wings of the gargoyles. And he was, for 1,000 points, he was fielding 24 of them or something. I was like, oh my god! But they've now got a sponsor, and they're starting to get some nicely painted stuff. And they actually got a model of Josh.
Alright.
Dreadnought, which is good. Told you plenty of times, Rich, that your Dark Angels are really nice, mostly wet. Just love to see them painted.
Yeah. We have to do that Dark Angels against Dark Angels again.
What, your Dark Angels against my Dark Angels?
Yeah.
Can do. I tried to watch another channel battle, but I couldn't just get past that. It was a constant close-ups of the same models. The video was 2 hours. Oh crap! Really? Who was that? More bad moons to paint for Marcus this year for his army. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Josh, you've got to do another second-hand battle report.
I've been enjoying the old Hammer battle reports.
Who?
I mean, old Hammer, I mean original Warhammer. Josh's.
They're not original. They're Renaissance.
Oh, that's,
The 6th edition stuff.
or whatever this is.
He is doing 3rd though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, quite enjoying watching that.
Did you watch his Island of Blood series?
I think so, yeah.
Elves against Dark Elves.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. And I watched the Dwarfs against the Chaos Dwarfs.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch stuff with dwarfs in it.
That's because you
I've got dwarfism.
don't care what you've got. You love your poxy elves.
I do love my poxy elves. And you admitted last week you love the poxy elves.
Huh?
Yeah? Yeah, you admitted on the channel live that you didn't like your dwarfs and you preferred elves. Well, you did anyway. I can show you the clip after we come off live.
That might be when I just text you saying you.
Everyone, yeah. Got a second-hand game booked in for the end of March. Outer versus Nurgle Cats. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Watch out for those blight grenades.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They're nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason's Raven Guard against your traitors. Oh, really? Honestly? They're not traitors.
Ooh.
They're loyalists.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
Well, we've done that.
Well, my scout army against your Dark Angels.
Oh, Raven Guard, sorry. Oh, yeah, that'd be savage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. Striking Scorpion 82, brilliant paint, but lost the game moment. Oh, yeah. When I was into the 8th edition sort of stuff, I used to like watching Striker Scorpion 82. His battle reports, his board setups and stuff like that are amazing. But if he's spending more time focused on the painted models than actually playing the game, that's a bit dull. And that's something we're going to have to watch when we promote Danny's models.
I haven't seen Striking Scorpion advertised like that for a long time.
You got to look for him. But
yeah,
he's
I imagine he'd be more 40k, wouldn't it?
Oh, he is 40k.
Yeah,
Striking Scorpion is 40k.
They'll probably haven't, yeah, that's probably why.
But yeah, his tables and that, and his see, the other one I used to like watching was Winter SEO.
Okay.
I used to like his special ultramarine company, the 13th or something.
Yes, yeah.
They were cool.
Yeah, because Victoria Wargames, they had 2 battles come up the other day.
Victoria Wargames. That's Kings of War, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Canadian guys, isn't it?
Yeah, because they hadn't had for a while, and then they had 2 games out. I was watch those and that. They could have some nice armies in that.
Tell you who does do a nice setup on their board and has some nicely painted models is Ministry of Miniatures. And I know he always watches on catch up, so hello. I watched one of his battles. He's such a 6 rolling MF. Honestly, he really is. He's disgusting. He's like you in mortars, man.
Last night I rolled 3 8s in a row.
Oh, but they explode on dead zone, don't they? Don't they give an extra 2 hits or something?
No, they give extra dice. Yeah, I rolled an 8. There was another. Then they were like, oh, well, I get to roll another dice. Then I rolled another 8. Yeah.
So yeah, so you can if you want. If you're not too bothered about the standard of painting, then obviously that's fine. It's more the banter and playing the games, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't beat myself up too much and just enjoy getting there. But I am enjoying this Cowabunga challenge. The amazing amount of, oddly enough, pressure it takes off because I know I have a whole month to paint 5 models. So like next month I've got a whole month, and it's 5 weeks as well. I've got 5 weeks to paint 2 models. So what I'll do then is I'll get them done within the first 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks probably, and then it gives me the rest of the weeks to get stuff done for the channel. Like Flesh Cloud, which obviously, oddly enough, he hasn't pitched in tonight.
No.
So Flesh Cloud mentioned last week that, look, just get the elves on the table, do an ambush game.
Yeah.
So I looked at my army. I need to do possibly 2 spearmen, 2 archers, and a character, and that will give me roughly, with a bit of magic, 650.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We'll use goblins for that.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not that. We'll use the old Warhammer box set picture where they've got the high elves against the goblins. Because one of them, that remember the.
That's a bit naughty, isn't it? That's proper clickbait.
Warhammer, but played properly.
Warhammer, how it should be played. Yeah, good.
Do you know what the worst bit is? I've actually got a Warhammer Goblin army all led.
Wow.
And I've never got round to painting it.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, the original little tiny spider riders and
wow.
Those are fucking forest goblins.
There you go.
There's
a lot of money sat there.
Yep.
Sell it.
No way.
Pay it.
I might do.
You're not going to, are you?
No.
The Kings of War Mantic models are actually, because they're for Kings of War, bloody
But I'll tell you, I was really tempted.
Apart from their elves are crap.
Sort
your elves out.
I was really tempted to paint some of them because I watched Josh's and he's had with some of his goblins.
Yeah, because he recreated the battles in the Warhammer High Elves book.
Yeah.
When they get ambushed and they got the river and brilliant.
But I think he had. I can't remember if Josh was he had 3 of his mates over playing. They had Emperors.
Oh yeah, that was a big game.
Yeah. And that. And I watched that and I thought, oh god, they look so nice. I thought, I have to repaint.
I think Josh is going to get quite frustrated with 3rd edition. There's a lot of people who say that manoeuvring of 3rd edition and moving the troops around that is an absolute pig.
I can't remember.
I'm not 100% sure Josh is going to enjoy that.
Yeah, play how he
Great
does.
books though. Oh, I love looking through the books and the
Yeah.
artwork and stuff like that. And Warhammer Siege and Warhammer Armies, that was good.
But no, I saw those Josh's on and I thought, oh, they look so cool. I remember those.
Honestly, it's straight out of the White Dwarfs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight out of the White
All
Dwarfs.
those goblins. I thought, oh yeah. Oh, I could paint one of those. I think, no, I've got loads of goblins. I don't need to put. I'm pretty sure I would paint them green at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've got to finish them off, and then it's like, I'm going to stop painting green. I need to go paint something else that's not green.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
it
do
gets to a
something
point.
like that,
That's why I'm going to do the Brother Bethel and the Deathwing Terminator because it's bone white.
Yeah.
So it's a break from the green. And then the next two models, I'm actually gonna flip it round. I'm gonna do my Razorback last. Do you remember Taylor 4 Gamer? Certainly do.
Painted, not painted.
Probably only played a couple of games of third, fourth edition is my true love in Warhammer Fantasy Battle. 65 minutes making up for last week. I'll tell you what though, last week, because obviously that was hard. Being here by yourself, that was hard. And I just didn't want any silence. I must have yabbered constantly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I was just.
Too many places. What's the difference? Oh man.
Yeah, I did gas too much last week. I was so worried about that.
Silence.
Yeah.
No, it's just when I watched. I watched the four-way battle Josh played. I thought, oh, saw them and I went, oh, I've got a whole tin of those. And, oh.
Well, we're going to do that because I think it was Matt who suggested it. Oh, so a couple of things. You had a lot of help from us. Yeah, thank you, Matt. So I spoke to Tom from Explode Nate. Go check his channel out.
Yeah.
And the stick was great. Your standing was great. Your stunt double. So I spoke to Tom, bumped into him in town today. Told him about a guy called Johnny on the chat who's not on tonight. Always asking about Dead Zone.
Yep.
He's going to try and do some more Dead Zone on the channel for him, Exploding Nate. And he's also up for the 4-way undead versus goblins and that, Skaven. So we can team up as the undead, you and Simon can team up as Skaven and that. Yeah, so we'll have to make that happen. Probably will happen, I would have thought realistically in April. Because sadly, March is going to be the month of guests.
Yeah.
I'm away the first weekend of March because I've got to go to a medieval concert up in Barnstable. The 8th of March we're doing the Codex Wars final. The 15th of March we're doing the King's War Siege. The 22nd of March we're probably have to get... No, I'm away.
Oh, you're away?
I'm away. I'm going to a concert in London, Genshin Impact. And then you're away the 29th of March.
Yeah.
So the 22nd, we'll look to get a guest in, but it's down to you. I know Chris is up for a bolt action, but I've got to fight him next.
Yeah, and I'd like to go get the American book out.
Yeah. So it's either... Now, to be fair, if Tom's up for it, you could always do a Dead Zone.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Oh, I'll have to see Tom next week.
Well, yeah, if you see Tom next week, see if he'll be up for... And then the following one, the 29th, when you're away, Genshin is a terrible game, but the music's incredible. I think you're going to like it. Well, my daughter's going, I'm taking my eldest, and she's going dressed up as one of the characters in her cosplay stuff, and there's lots of people going to be there. Yeah, the music probably sounds quite nice as a live orchestra.
You're not getting dressed up then?
Well, I'm thinking of getting a t-shirt made, and on the back of it, I have no idea what's going on, just being a good dad. And you know for well, I'll end up on a meme somewhere. So will you animate Mankins? Yeah. So I think I'll have to probably maybe get Simon in to do a 40k game. Or a King's War game.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll have to do. See if you can get Tom in to do some Dead Zone.
Yeah, because I quite enjoyed that actually.
And then I mean, to be fair,
That much I'm actually playing a game.
you could film it at his club on a Friday night. Or you come in especially for set it up.
Ask him, yeah.
Ask him, see what he says. But you take my banner phone with you.
Yeah. That's not a problem.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Right, shall we bugger off then.
Oh yeah, see, we've got to do a little video.
We got to do a video of our get it done, and then we got to do a, as you can see, a Gorgon Walker.
Last stand.
Yeah, it is for you, really, isn't it? I'll
Pretty
probably
much,
just turn
yeah.
that right round. You're giving a good costumes, Rich. I do have a couple of good costumes, and I've got wigs as well. But that's nothing to do with Genshin.
That's Friday
That's
nights.
when the Navy's in. You ever seen Blackadder? That's a lovely story. Now, how much do you charge for a good old shack? Baldrick, over to you. Right. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to the videos. Good luck with your roles, Rich. Thank you very much. Gonna need them. As ever, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
So next week, it's entirely up to Jace whether he tries to go live or not, because I won't be here.
Next week.
Yeah. It's the first.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the 28th on Friday.
Oh God.
So you're here on your little lonesome next week, so it's up to you whether you go live or not. Let me know, because I can let the community know whether you are or not. Doesn't matter if you don't.
As long as I'm playing week by week at the moment.
Yeah, fair one. So we'll see if there's a live chat or not next week. But the week after, the 8th, definitely will be. And we're doing the 40k Codex Wars final. 2,000 points. So we've scrubbed the victory points we've all earned. It's just 2,000 points. No special characters, though, is it? We're not nothing like that. Oh, we are limited to war gear, aren't we? 200 points or something? I don't know. Are we just doing 2,000 points straight off? We can have Jace do a live stream with me and Danny and Johnny next week, maybe. Oh, that's for the painting.
Oh yeah.
The splatter. Is it splatter natter or natter splatter? I think it's splatter natter, splatting the painting out in a natter. I don't know.
That's Saturday night.
We were going to do brushes and brews.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah, actually.
Could make it paint along the live chat. Well, that's the splatter natter, mate. Or natter splatter. I'm sure it's splatter natter. But we're going to try that one day, aren't we? We're going to try our version of a brew and biscuit.
Yeah.
Splatter natter. Thank you. Brushes and brews.
Yeah, if I can work out how to do it on the phone, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but it's not so much that. Setting up the streams, I think, it's inviting people in, so it's whether I can do it on my phone or not. But that'd be interesting,
Yeah, but I mean, next week with Josh.
Yeah, but you could do that on your own phone anyway.
Yeah, so I mean,
on that splatter for sure.
Once I figure out how to use it.
Well, all you do is link into his, because you're in the chat anyway, aren't you?
I ain't got a fucking clue.
We'll go and I'll check. Right.
Technology, not my thing.
Me neither. I make it work somehow. Thank you very much. Again, Slipstream, thank you very much for the Terminator. That's amazing. And the target practice. I'm going to put a photo of this so you can see it probably on the chat, on the Facebook group. But yeah, thank you very much. And I'll sadly see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep. And I'll try and do that chat now, actually, next week, if I can.
It's good. You get a lot. You get a lot of painting done.
I'll just close the door.
You do get a lot of painting done. But then you've got to work out whether you're going to go there, because it's like 9 o'clock our time, or you're going to film a dead zone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
So you either try and film the dead zone on the Saturday night, the Friday night, and do the splatter natter on the Saturday. Or you get here early with Tom, it's a quick game, bish bash bosh, you can get back and join in the...
I wasn't that quick.
Isn't it?
I wasn't that, like, I probably was just talking a lot, but and he was teaching me how to do things, how to play the game. It was a good game. Right. I killed the big robot.
Come on then, let's go. Let's see if we can get this, see if we can get your gang to survive.
I do it.
Do it. Right, see you later guys.
See you guys.
Do you want to do the...
I will.
Now you're back.